Paul. Yes. I was trying to use my other phone to be able to read the 9As, but for some reason it's not working. Did somebody buy my phone again? Now I was only able to see two words: credit cards. Oh, when you are a subscriber, you have a subscription, yes, to a newspaper. Maybe you have a subscription to a magazine, yes. And you use your credit or debit card to pay that subscription as a annual renewal, yes. Do those in the publishing business, do they have a point of sale terminal, or do they have a direct connection, some sort of computer software program? Yes. Where the individuals that pay for the subscription to what they publish, yes, they charge their credit cards. Now let's say that you thought stealing a newspaper was no big deal. Ouch. Is it possible to actually steal a subscription to a newspaper? Why don't you go through the actual payments of every individual that has a subscription to every newspaper, and then tell me, did you bill their credit card or debit card? Pooch. Now, usually, these websites that have newspapers, yes, if you pay for the subscription, right, to the published newspaper, you get to go through the old articles that they've already published. But it would be fraudulent to have those that are subscribers. I mean, if you used a credit card, yes, and you paid to know the actual date of every published article, ooch, I would say you're selling fraudulent newspaper subscription. Now let's call the credit card companies. Yes, let's go ahead. Why don't you get me the actual credit cards and the debit cards that have some sort of guarantee that if you purchase a product using a credit card, they guarantee that the product will be factual, yes, and it won't be fraudulent. Ouch! Now I know your Visa, your MasterCard, your American Express, and all of those that paid for the subscription had the availability of reading the. Well, is there any laws that would make it a crime to not have the actual published date of every article of every newspaper? Because you're reading something that's fraudulent. Pow! It could be that all the credit card companies. Well, I put on my Facebook an article that was printed in 2012. I was there I remember when they adopted Lucina. I had went to the Walmart and bought her a doll. Yes, I wanted to give her a gift because I was so happy for them. And I didn't have any money at that time. I was, well, somewhat homeless. I was volunteering 8 hours a week to be able to stay there. Yes. But you decided to turn the electricity off on me in the middle of the winter so I'd get the fuck out. I think that any person that's used a debit or credit card, yes, for the guarantee of purchasing a product that they thought did have the actual dates on it, yes. Now, let's think about it for a second. Your credit card was used to pay for a subscription to a published newspaper that didn't take the time to change all the dates on their articles so that it would be the correct factual date of every article. And you decided to pay for your newspaper subscription using a credit card that guarantees that if you purchase anything that is not the actual item, oops. This could be a very large lawsuit, couldn't it now? See, I was a financial consultant. And I do know about how credit card companies, they have certain guarantees that if you're dissatisfied with the item that you purchased because of the fraudulent publishing of the actual article, that you could actually sue the credit card company. Well, I've been having a problem getting my rights enforced, and it seems that the sheriffs and the police departments, they don't care that I can get at my own personal items after it was trespassed and I was burglarized. Yes, and they don't care about my civil rights. But when I go through the actual credit card, You just don't care. Well, I think I have a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit now that I brought the credit card companies in. Pooch. When you use a card, yes, a credit or debit card that has a guarantee, yes, that any item that you purchase is the actual purchase of the item, and you thought, well, we're going to fuck this guy over and we're going to continue to put him in jail.